Hey y'all, I'm a nurse and I just wanted to tell you something I just learned from some coworkers. So the other day I was just talking, I was having lunch, and this one woman who we've been working together for, I want to say a year now, a good year. She says she's been posting YouTube videos and she makes more as a YouTuber than being a nurse. And I was thinking to myself, I've been a nurse for, well, I'm not going to tell you how long because I don't want you to know exactly how old I am. But I've been doing this for a long time, so I got stories. And she said she doesn't even have to tell stories of her nursing. And I'm just thinking like my daddy, when I told my mom and my daddy I'm going to be a nurse and I'm going into nursing school and everything, my dad was like, "Why don't you want to be no doctor?" I was like, "Daddy, I don't want to be a doctor. I want to be a nurse because like the doctor, they see the patient." Let me make sure I'm recording because I was doing my friend gave me some recorder to use. She said you get a better sound. So I just wanted to make sure I'm recording. I am. I was like, the doctor, they're in with the patient, they're in and out, they just prescribe. And I'm able to spend more time with the patient. I was saying sometimes I'm with these people, the patient comes in and you're filling out the paperwork and everything, and you're asking the initial questions. And I can tell initially from what we're discussing, because I've had so much experience, they got because they've been fooling around too much. And then the doctor comes in, they have to go on the Googling, and they have to go in their books and everything. And then they come back and say that it was, and I'm like, I know, because I'm with people. So you learn a lot, and I'm able to, because a lot of doctors, they don't have a good bedside manner. So sometimes the doctors will say things to the patients like, "You got this, you got that." And then they leave, and I come in as a nurse and I'm comforting them. And I tell them they can get through anything because I believe in that scripture. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. But it's really, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I apologize. I'm just getting into the spirit and everything. But I wanted to share with you that I've just been so focused on work and making money and my job that I haven't been thinking about what fulfills me, like personally, my spirit. I met someone. I met someone recently, and it's been going so well. I said, you know what? I'm going to sign myself up for one of them apps. I'm going to make a profile, and I'm going to go on some dates. And the first date that I went on, we clicked. We just did. And we've been together for 4 weeks and 3 days. And I want to say, it's only been a little over a month, but our connection is so strong. And I just think my mama, when I was younger, she said, when you get married, you need to make sure you choose a job where you earn enough money that your wife does not have to get a job, because having kids is a job. Having a wife, she needs to be at home with her children and be able to take care of her kids. Now, I don't want to say to a woman she can't have a job. I don't want to do that because I'm a feminist, but it is just important to make sure, it's a job. She shouldn't have to have 2 jobs. So I was just so excited. I met this woman. She's so great. She is Christian as well. She grew up Methodist, but she said at the age of 12, her family, they converted over to Baptist, and I grew up as Baptist. My mom and my daddy were all Baptist. And my mama, when I was young, maybe a few years ago, because she kind of left me alone, but she was like, do you like anyone? Are you thinking about anyone? Like, it's okay. Like, and it kind of calmed my nerves because I'm like, no, I'm looking for the right person. I'm not looking, but when I find the right person, that's who I want. And my daddy would just, kind of roll his eyes, and he wouldn't, he didn't want to talk about nothing. And I'm excited now. My mama, she's happy for me. She hasn't met her. It hasn't been long enough. I don't want it to turn into a whole thing. My daddy, he's quiet. He doesn't want to say anything, but it's nice. And I just surprised her, my girlfriend. I asked her if I could call her my girlfriend because I gave her a dozen roses, yellow roses, because on our second date, no, our third date, she said her favorite color was yellow. On our second date, I gave her a dozen red roses to be classic, and she liked them, but she said on our third date that her favorite color was yellow. And I said, I'm gonna get this woman a dozen yellow roses, and I'm gonna wait. If we're still dating, I said, I'm gonna get her a dozen yellow roses because I said, she'll know that I listen. And I do. I'm a good listener. And I think it's because I'm a nurse. Because a lot of doctors, they think they know everything, but you have to listen to what the patient is saying. And I'm not saying my girlfriend is a patient. She is not. She is hopefully a life partner. And I remember our first date because we met on the app and I was thinking, why don't we meet up instead of going back and forth with the texting and everything? You know, I grew up, I'm old school. I'm old school. I don't want to say how old I am, but you know, I feel like you're on a date. You should date. You should meet people in person. So I was Googling something or watching some YouTube video and up popped this ad of this bar you could go to. I don't really drink myself, but I like to be, you know, where things are happening because it keeps you young. So this ad just popped up and they were like, come on out, you'll have a good time. And I was like, okay. We went to this bar on our date. There were so many men there, y'all. I was like, what is this, a sausage fest? And she was laughing. We were just like having fun. We were just having so much fun. And she's beautiful. She's pretty. She's smart. She wears good clothing. We were talking about shoes because she said she wanted to look nice for me. She wanted to look nice for herself, but she said she wanted to look nice for me. So she was wearing, what is it called? I was going to look it up. She was wearing Jimmy Choos on our first date. And then on our second date, she was wearing some Louboutin shoes, the Socates. And she was like, these shoes are going to end me. They hurt so much. And I said, you know what you need to do? You need to pick up some Kates. You don't need the Socate. Because I said that Zendaya girl, she's wearing the Socate shoes and she probably messed up her feet because I'm in nursing and I see people, they're wearing the high heels. They have broken ankles. They have swollen feet. They have bunions. Their toenails come off like the ballerinas and stuff. And I said, get you the Kate, not the Socate, because it's still a heel and it has a red bottom, but the silhouette, it's basically the same, but it doesn't hurt as much. And, she said she'd look into that. We were just talking about different things and things that we want in life. Like, I want a lot of kids, y'all. Like, I want a bunch of kids running around. And I asked her, does she have any kids? Because I said, I don't want no children from some other man. Like, I get it. I understand it. I'm getting older, so there's only so much I can do as we move forward. But I just rather have my own. And she's older, but she froze her eggs when she was younger. So we have some time to try things out, you know, just in case or whatever. But I feel like I just can share things with her. She was telling me that she wanted to treat herself to an Hermes bag, the Birkin bag. And I said, you know, you would look real pretty wearing, one of them Kelly bags, because the Kelly bags make you look younger. The Birkin, it is an expensive bag, but it can just make you look matronly, older. And I said nothing against it because for me, I want to get a house on like some acres of land. I want to have some cows. I want to have some pigs, some chickens. And I want to have like dogs and have kids running around. I'm an only child myself, so I think I'm overcompensating, but also you want to have kids because you don't know what's going to happen later on in life, and you want to make sure you have enough kids because some of them won't like you the way that you like them. You like all your children, but some of them just won't match up to you. So you want someone to take you in and take care of you so you don't have to be in one of them nursing homes and stuff. Nothing against it, but you want to have options. So she understood that, and she's just so nice. And I just feel if you are feeling out of place in life, you need to find you a good woman. And I told her what my mama said, that when you get married and you have a wife, you don't want your wife to have to work. And I said, I would never say that you can't work. You can't have a job, but I can earn the money. I'm the man. I can earn the money. So I'm just doing what I know is right in Christ. And, I'm just happy. I'm just happy. I'm just blessed. I'm just so thankful. But I just wanted to share that with you. You can make this YouTube thing work. I mean, if you've had a job, that's not a bad thing. It's not like I spent all these years in this job and then I want to start doing that. Gives you material to talk about. I could talk about patients for days. Now I can't mention their name or say anything specific, but I have stories to tell. So I wanted to share that with you. I'm so happy, y'all. I just wanted to share that with you. And I thank you for watching this. If you have any questions or anything like that, you can reach out to me, let me know, and I could come back and tell you some more. We could talk some more and, chat and everything. But yeah, I'm just so thankful, and I feel so lucky that I have such a good woman in my life. And I know it's early on, but I feel like this is the one. I feel like she's the one. I don't know how long it is before you say things like, I feel like I could have the potential to feel like I like her, like I like her. I'm so giddy. I feel like a teenager. I'm going to go. I feel like I might blush. I feel like I just need to go. Oh, one thing I was going to tell you, if people are making fun of you, especially if you're doing this YouTube thing, I just stumbled over everything. If you're doing this YouTube thing, don't let nobody make fun of you. When I was in high school, I didn't have bullies. I didn't. I guess I had a good mama, I had a good daddy, and I didn't have problems when I was younger. Now, some kids that would say stuff, they'd say random things. I think that a lot of them were in the, maybe even that too. And I said, I do not want to date anyone that does that, or I think they were doing that because they would say things that don't make sense. They would say like, the Nile is a river in Egypt or something. But they would say like, the Nile. And I was like, I think they were being ghetto or something. I don't know. But I was like, I know the Nile River. Do you? Because I make better grades than you do. So they would say random things, but you can't let nobody get under your skin. I'm just wanting to share what I know. And I know life can be hard sometimes, but you just need to hang in there and find what makes you happy. Because the woman I have, she doesn't complete me. She doesn't make me happy. I make myself happy. And we're just happy together. We share each other's individual happiness. And that's what makes a strong relationship. So I'm going to leave you with that today. And I will see you later. Okay, how do you end this? I feel good about that. Oh, it's still going. I'm going to call her tomorrow morning, and then tonight. Now I'm going to call her tonight because I'm going to make time tonight, and then I'm going to cook. Oh, I'm still recording. Shit. Oh, I didn't.